Hello, YouTube. How are you? My name is Mike, coming to you from Health and Wealth. Thanks for joining me today. Let's talk about some wealth and health. I get sick maybe one time a year. This is it, man, cold time. I couldn't talk this morning. I couldn't walk. Luckily, I'm feeling a little better. Have you guys ever had that emergency drink? Um, Perks you up a little bit, but yeah. So I'm gonna try and make it through this on one take. Wish me luck. But today's a very exciting day. It's the announcement day for distributions. This is Group D, and this is the second time they've come out with Group D announcements. So a couple of months ago, YieldMax decided to group their ETFs in four groups: A, B, C, D. Then they have two others, YMAX and YMAG, that are paying out weekly. So today we're going to talk about Group D. So if you like this video and you find any value, hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for doing that. Let's get right into it here. So first of all, huge announcement today for a big one here down below, but we'll talk about that third. So let's talk about the two weeklies first here. So we have YMAX paying 24 cents. YMAX is up and down like a yo-yo here. So it seems like every what? I mean, 22 cents is tied for its highest here since the weekly started. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'd take 22 cents for that one. The last five here: 15 cents, 11 cents, 22, 22, and 17 cents so far. YMAX looking pretty good. I know it's a fan favorite out there. If you look at the last 5 days, $18.15. So it seems to be holding its price as well. I mean, over the last 6 months, just down 2%, but it is paying out weekly, so that could help you compound if you have enough shares in it. When it paid out 11 cents, it did not help you compound. I mean, that is it's nothing really. Like 11 cents doesn't do it for me, but with the NAV stability there, I mean, it's got to be a favorite for sure. So that's your YMAX. Let's talk about YMAG now. YMAG paid out 6 cents. If I'm invested in YMAG, I probably wouldn't be invested in YMAG after that one. Why even pay me anything if it's going to be 6 cents? So here's YMAG right here. So last week, 21 cents, 2015, 5 cents, 22. So it seems to go in these little cycles. Interesting enough, YMAG itself price is pretty stable here. It's not really moving at all, which is good. I mean, you want your price to kind of stay the same if you're going to get a weekly dividend distribution. So that's good. And while I'm on the thought process here, I mentioned I probably wouldn't be invested. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for your entertainment and mine. Don't pick ETFs or stocks based on YouTubers, okay? YMAG, though, paying out 6 cents this week. So remember, it is weekly. So, I mean, at least it's just 1 week. But yeah, you can take a look at the history here. It seems to be paying a little bit lower, yeah, a little bit lower than YMAG. So there's your YMAG and YMAX conversation. Let's move on to the Grand Poobah here, the one that we're all here for. Christmas has come early, or if you're in the U.S., Thanksgiving has come early. The largest payment in YieldMax history when it comes to MSTY, $4.42. I know we got a lot of very happy investors in here. I've made a lot of videos about MSTY this month and talked about how much it's made, how much it could make. So it could have made a lot more if we didn't, if YieldMax didn't fail the weekly calls, 75% of the time, roughly. But yeah, 442, can't complain about that, especially because it is the highest now that it has ever paid. So the highest before that was last month of 419. $1.85, $1.94, 233, 303, 252, and 412. So this is going to be the eighth payment now. And if you had have invested $300 million on day one, you would have received at least $300 million worth of dividend back. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm just throwing crazy numbers out there, right? If I had invested 10 grand into MSTY way back here in March, then I would have received all my distributions back here. I would have been paid out in full. A friend of mine, he invested pretty early in, so he's about 50% to recovering all of his money. Plus, the share price is up quite a bit, right? So MSTY itself, $45.61. I'm in a couple online groups here. A lot of people get confused between declaration day, ex dividend date, and payment date. So if you have your money in on this on the declaration day, then you will get the dividend. But if you buy on X dividend date, you won't get this distribution. You'll get the next one. Um, and then, so that's good to know, right? So I did something kind of outside of my wheelhouse. I had put up a poll earlier in the month saying, I've got this money from NVIDIA. Where should I put it? The poll, 256 votes. Heavily weighed on MSTY. So I took that money from NVIDIA and I bought shares in MSTY today. Why is that different than usual? I usually like to buy on the ex dividend date whenever the price drops the amount of the distribution. So tomorrow is the ex dividend date. The price should drop $4 and what was the number again? 42 cents. Now, that doesn't include market fluctuation. If the market, like MicroStrategy, MSTR, still keeps going up, then it probably won't drop the full 442. But if the world ends tomorrow, then the market will drop too, right? So it really depends on the action of the market tomorrow. So tomorrow the plan is to assess. I'm not sure if I really want to buy any more right now at this price. Um, yeah, is it like my average cost is $26? I did write a covered call at $34. So that is quite a bit above my average cost. It's $18 above my average cost. So do I want to keep buying, or should I maybe take that distribution, which is going to be roughly $700 after tax, and go put it on the Coney, or increase my position in NVIDIA? That's the question to ask. That's what I'm going to be wondering all night. What should I do? So MSTY looking pretty good. Let's go on to YQQQ. 32 cents. Now YQQQ has only paid out two before, 35 cents and 42 cents. And so this is going to be shorting the QQQ. I mean, if we take a look at the price of YQQQ here, it's doing all right. I mean, it's been out for only a couple months now, August 15th. Down 6% in that time, but it has paid out, what's that, 77 plus today. Well, Friday. It's paid out like a dollar basically in 3 months. So that's not too bad. If you look at the share price, it's down $1.34. So you're basically just kind of floating there, not making any money with that so far. For me, I'm out on the inverse, not interested in it at all. Let's talk about AMZY. A lot of you are invested in AMZY. I'm currently not, but it's definitely on the radar. Paying out $1.17 is one of its biggest payments in the last forever here. So if you look at the payments here, $1.17 is officially the largest payment so far by AMZY by a lot, right? The other largest one was 97 cents. So, 20 cents more than its biggest payment ever. So congratulations if you're an AMZY holder. AMZY is able, only down 13% in the last 6 months in share price, but you've been receiving your monthly distributions here every month, which should combat that. AMZY is definitely on the radar for the future. I don't know if it's something I want right now. I'm trying to kind of boost the share counts of NVIDIA, MSTY, and Coney first, and then we'll go from there. But we'll see. We'll see, right? AMZY is doing very well. So congrats to you if you're an AMZY holder. Let's go on to the next one, APLY. APLY sales in China have slowed down apparently, but Black Friday is coming up here, and iPhone 16 should be popping off the shelves, but paying out 33 cents. Apple just kind of sits there around that 30 to 40 cent range every single month. When I said Apple, I meant APLY, which is a play on Apple, by the way. APLY share price kind of stable. The last 6 months here up a little bit. Last year just down 9%, but if you have enough shares in Apple, you're probably making some money. But for me in Canada, I have to pay tax on all of these, and it doesn't make economical sense to have something that doesn't pay a yield high enough for those American ETFs. And if there's no share appreciation on top of something that doesn't pay a lot of money, it doesn't make economical sense for me to purchase this. So for that reason, I'm out. Next up, hey, AIYY, 85 cents. Big payment for that. Biggest payment since June here. Looking good for sure. AIYY, when in terms of payment, it's looking good. Let's take a look at the share price. It's not looking good. Down 18% in the last 6 months, down 49% in the last year here. Not looking good at all. And personally, whenever you have share price depreciation like this, it's a personal choice here. I'm not really interested in that. You can pay me all of these huge dividends, 85 and 72 cents, all you want, but I'd be concerned about if that is going to be something that they're going to trade in the future. Are they going to do a reverse split? How does that affect me? Those are things that I'm not really interested in being involved in anymore after the Tesla debacle. Back up just a little bit here. If you didn't know, Misty did very, very well this month, like we mentioned here, but it could have done way better. And in terms of trading, MicroStrategy just kind of skyrocketed this month. It went way up, and the fund managers were kind of left in the dust, right? So they had to pay a ton of money to close their weekly calls. The only reason Misty made money this month was because of the synthetic option. So they set a synthetic option saying if the call or if the price of the underlying goes above this, then we make money. So they did that, and that's the reason we made money. So they left, you know, multiple millions of dollars on the table. This dividend could have been way more if they didn't fail at the weekly calls. So with a volatile stock like MicroStrategy, which today was announced that it is traded the most volume on the market, beating out Tesla and Apple for the first time in forever. um, you gotta set your calls way higher, right? So when they set them at 4% and 9%, which like they did today, that is unacceptable. There's no way in the world I would ever do that if that was my money. So I want Misty to do better, and it's not that hard to do. Um, what's the definition of insanity? You guys tell me. All right, let's continue on. AIYY, I'm out. Let's go on to the next one here, which is DISO. So DISO itself here paying out 70 cents. Yeah, nice. And you know what I didn't do, guys? I'm gonna back up a little bit here. YMAX distribution rate 69%. YMAG just 16% with that 6 cent payout. Misty 135% payout. Unbelievable. And you know what? People are in the comments are gonna say, "Don't complain. It's 135%." Wouldn't it be better if it was 170? I think so. It's easily done, by the way. 23%. And now, hold on 1 second. When I say it's easily done, I don't have the capital to write calls on MicroStrategy. So when you have the capital and I pay you 1%, then it's easily done, right? Stop making the calls at 4% and 9% out. Put them 25 to 30 to 40% out, right? Yes, we will make less in premium, but we won't have to pay $50 per share to close them like we just did. So 23% for YQQ, AMZY 75%. That's a beast right there. 24% for APLY, AIYY 105%. Way too much. Way too much. There's no way they earn that much money, and the share price is too low. They should have popped that down to 50% and put the other 50% right into the share price. I think that would have made sense, right? Would you have been happy if you're here still getting 45 cents, but your share price stays the same or goes up a little bit? That would be ideal, especially when the share price is so low. Not something I'm interested in. DISO here, 51% distribution rate this month, and it's paying out, sorry about that, 70 cents. So that's going to be its biggest payment since May. It's going to be May. Let's go take a look at the ETF itself. Fairly stable looking here at 1792. Just down, I mean, I shouldn't say just down, but down 16% in the last year here. This came out August of last year, so it's down 11% in the year. Looks like it's had a bit of an upswing here in the last month or so. Yeah, paying out a good amount there for sure. 70%, 51%. 70 cents, sorry, 51%. Next up, we have SQY. Massive payment here, $1.66. SQY, or SQY. Let's go take a look at it. $1.66. That's pretty darn good, isn't it? Right. So it's been paying over $1 for the last 3 months here. Out of the last 7 months here, it's paid around the dollar range 5 times. So that's pretty good as well. Um, Share price also good, above that $20 starting. Right. These usually started at at $20. So this one looks like it started at what does it say, 23.67. So it's just down 9%, but it's been paying out incredible amounts of distribution. So that's not too bad at all. Anything above 20 is good with these, and if it continues to pay out, around that dollar range, I think within 20 months you've got your money back. If you're dripping or buying back into it on the ex-dividend date, probably a little quicker than that. One to go, SMCY. This one had all of the drama this month, right, with super microcomputers. So this one is 100% payout. SMCY. My dyslexia came in. I was typing in SCMY, but here we go. Last month paid out 535. This month paying out 220. Is it sustainable? Well, let's take a look at the share price here. I mean, it's looking pretty good, except for this is one of those that came out at $50, and so in the last 6 months here, it's down 48%. It actually just came out like 2 months ago, 2 months and 8 days ago, and so in 2 months, 8 days, down 48%. But this is the risk that we all take if you invest in an individual company. SCMI, Super Microcomputers, had fear of being delisted, but apparently those fears have been set aside for now. And you can see a little upswing here in the last 5 days because of that. Even today it's down 237. So must have been some more news on that one. But yeah, that's the list. That's the list. Which ones are you pumped about the most? For me, I am pumped about MSTY the most. That's where I have my shares right now. Excited about that. I would have rather have $5-6, but I'll take it, of course. I'm gonna put up a poll later today, for you guys to help me out with the placement of that. Should I buy more MSTY at this high dollar cost, or should I maybe put it into Coney, which is more than half the price of MSTY? So that's the question I'm gonna ask. Also, later today, I'm gonna be putting out. We're gonna go live with the NVIDIA earnings call. So if you are available, tune into that. And until then, I hope you have the best day ever. My name is Mike. This is Health and Wealth. Thanks for subscribing and liking. I hope you have a great day.